Hi guys, ArchieLuxury. Go to f2bbs.com. www.f2bbs.com. The last bastion of free speech on the interweb. That's right, guys. I want you to go to www.f2bbs.com. That's right. I want you to go there. You can, this is a great site to fight against all sorts of nastiness by posting on f2bbs.com, the last bastion of free speech on the interweb. Go there, guys. Hey guys, welcome to the series Rolex AD Lies. Today we're discussing Rolex AD wait lists. Before we continue, let's have a quick wristwatch check. What am I wearing today? Rolex Submariner date. This is the new 41mm Submariner. Okay guys, Rolex wait lists. So basically what happens is when Rolex watches, the steel sports, were getting harder and harder to get, the wait list was developed. You could put your name down on a list in the hope that you could then get some of the hard to get models. Now this may have worked in the past, but let me tell you something. The wait list situation is a complete crop of bullshit. It's a complete crop of bullshit. See, let me explain to you. Let's use this Rolex Submariner as a case in point. This Submariner, this is the new 41mm. See, you could buy that retail in the United States of America for about a little over $9,000 US dollars. Okay, 9,150 I think is the retail price. Now, the problem is it's called supply and demand. See, the demand is far greater than supply. So I got to tell you, I'm just confirming it. Just give me one minute. Just want to confirm with you because I don't want to lie to you people. I want to tell you the truth. The Rolex Submariner. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. It's never quite that easy when you try and bring it up there. Just having a look. No, that one there. Isn't it funny how when you try and get a price check, Rolex Submariner, the Rolex 2020, updated 2020, the Rolex Submariner reference 124060, that's the no date, is 8100 for the standard no date version, and 9,150 for the slightly more expensive Rolex date. Now, the problem is, guys, it's a 9,150. However, on the secondary market, this watch here, number of sellers, David SW, Authentic Watches, Germa Sharp, etc., etc., etc. And this watch here, well, it's selling for way more. That's right. Because supply and demand. It's supply and demand. So what happens is it supply and demand, it's called economics. And just having a quick look here, I'm going to have a look at my good friend David SW, who I might add is one of the most honest, the best US dealers to buy from. I really like David SW. And David SW, he's the largest online retailer. He is 100% honest guy. I love him to death. Now, how much is the new Submariner? The new one? Well, he actually doesn't even have the sub date. It's so hot, it's gone. Gonski. It's all Gonski. Gonski. He has a sub no date. That's 13/5/750. And the date one was about 14 and a half. So see, massive premium. Winner, chicken dinner. So if you can buy it retail for $91.50, $9,150, and it's worth, a second-hand dealer would sell it for nearly $15,000 US. Wow, that's hey, we could make money. Now, the ADs, of course, the wait list, they developed these lists. Now, these lists were so that when supply came in, they could sell the pieces to people who wanted them. Now, the problem is, let's be truthful, the Rolex supply situation has gotten worse in 2019, 2020 with COVID and all that stuff. It went ballistic, absolutely ballistic. Let me tell you that. So a lot of dealers, they suspended. They said, we're not going to take any more names. Our books are full. Now, let me just explain something to you. The bullshit about the list. Now, basically, if you walk in off the street and said, hey, I'd like to buy a Rolex Submariner date. I'd like one. Guess what? You've got no chance in hell of getting one. See, what they want you to do is they want you to buy other garbage. Okay, so let me explain it to you. They want you to buy other garbage. For example, if you buy enough, if they're a multi-brand store, they would like you to buy a bit of JLC, a bit of Panerai. They would like you to buy anything to become, they call it, developing a relationship. See, you got to buy enough garbage to get the good pieces. How much do you need to spend? Well, I got a few good friends. I got a good friend in Australia who spent over $150,000. He's bought 3 or 4 Pams. He's bought Tudors, two-tone Tudors. What did they offer him? So much money he spent, they got him a Explorer 2 black dial. Big deal. You can get that for a slight premium from the dealer. That's nothing that special. And they've also sold him, he's had the ability to pay retail for a 2-tone Skydweller black dial. Beautiful watch. In my opinion, nothing really special. Maybe a smidgen if you sold it on the secondary market. Maybe a little bit of profit, but nothing fantastic. No Pepsis. No 41mm Submariners. No Comets. No Pandas. No. So the honest answer is the wait list. If you walk in off the street and say, hello there, I'd like to get a Submariner date. Could I please get one? No, sir. Can I put myself on the wait list? They don't even want to take you. I've had another friend of mine who walked in to an AD in Brisbane and he said, I will pay you fully now for it. The AD said, we don't have stock. We are not taking payments. They don't want that because they want you to buy enough garbage. They want you to buy garbage. Now, you might say, okay, well, how about if you go to a Rolex Rolex has these pretend boutiques. They look like a boutique. They smell like a boutique. They only sell Rolex. But it's really, it's not owned by Rolex, but it looks like a boutique. Because then they don't have other brands for sale, so you're not going to be left with garbage. Yes, Rolex has the Cellini line. And they have the Pearl Master for ladies. Dates. Yes, they want you to buy enough garbage. And let me tell you, I've got another friend of mine. Guess what? Guess what? He bought a solid gold Sky Dweller on the gold bracelet. He bought a two-tone root beer. He bought a Datejust 41 steel with diamond dial. He bought a two-tone steel and rose gold brown dial Datejust. He's bought a Day-Date with exotic dial. Spent $180,000. Guess what? He got a Christmas card the first year. Guess what they did for Christmas this year? Nothing. He didn't even get a card. He didn't even get a card from the dealer saying Merry Christmas because he hadn't spent enough. He was not a VIP anymore. And he was never offered Pepsis, Submarinas. He was never offered anything really special. Oh, and he also bought a James Cameron, which, to be completely frank with you, the James Cameron, it's a bit of, how do I put this? It's nothing special. It's like an Explorer 2. It's worth a slight premium, but nothing special. So these wait lists. Now, if you think you can just walk in to an AD and he's going to ring you when the Submariner of your dreams comes in, you got another thing coming. There's two chances, Nunn and Buckley's. There is two chances, Nunn and Buckley's, because I got to be honest with you, he's going to supply the Submariner to somebody who buys enough garbage. He's going to sell it to the guy who buys garbage. That's right. That's right. He's going to sell it. And I got to tell you, can you guys remember that I bought a Jaeger-LeCoultre Polaris chronograph? See, that chronograph in my country, in Australia, is 17,900. It was offered to me for 10,000 Aussie. Why? It's only a couple weeks old. Why was it given to me at such a discount? Well, the guy had bought it with some other JLCs. He had to buy the garbage to get a bundle of a Pepsi, a Kermit. He got a bundle deal. So I gotta tell you, wait lists are an absolute lie. Yes, they were real a year or two ago. You could, as a middle-class person, you bought a few watches and they would sell you some of the hard stuff. But since that time, things have gotten harder. Things are getting worse. The reality is, guys, if you want the new 41mm Submariner, you got Buckley's chance. Absolutely Buckley's chance of getting it from an AD. Absolutely no chance at all. I'm sorry, winner, chicken dinner. I'm sorry it worked out this way. I never said it was fair. I never said it was just. The wait list, it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. If you want to get the hot models, you got to buy enough garbage. You got to buy enough garbage. That's right. Garbage. You've got to buy enough garbage. Now you might say, hey Arch, that JLC Polaris, that's not garbage. Well, no, it's a very fine watch, but it's retail garbage. You're never going to get your money back, are you? You are never going to get your money back. You're going to lose big time. I got another contact I know. He's bought a whole stack of things. Platinum Day-Date. He's bought JLC to get some hot model watches. You got to buy enough garbage. You got to spend big on the garbage to get the hard to obtain Rolex. So I got to tell you guys, the wait list, absolute bonkers. If you think you can walk in and just put your name down and that will ring you, that ain't happening. The only time that will actually happen is if supply is massed out, pumped and dumped. That is the only time that will happen. And so unless you've got to buy garbage, if you're not spending big on the garbage, there's no way in the world you're going to get the hard to get stuff. Guys, I'm ArchieLuxury. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I've got a few more in this series. We'll talk about flippers and developing a relationship with your Rolex AD. Okay, guys, I'll see you in the next one. And put your name down for the wait list. It pisses them off anyhow. Just go in there, ask them to put you on the list. The Rolex Submariner date. Probably the most versatile, the most famous, the most wanted watch of 2020. The Rolex Submariner. Absolutely stunning. I've gone for the steel model. I wanted something that could be worn every day. The businessman's delight. Look at the side profile. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. I've got to tell you, I am in love with this Submariner. Black on black. Does it get any better? Black on black. The Rolex Submariner. This is what this is just such a beautiful look at the. I got to tell you, the maxi, that just the whole thing, this whole thing is everything the ceramic sub should have been from day one. Absolutely winner chicken dinner. Absolutely. And it's got the new clasp with the glide lock for easy adjustments. Absolutely winner chicken dinner. Hi guys, ArchieLuxury. And who do I recommend in America? In America, who do I recommend for quality pre-owned wristwatches? David SW. Go to davidsw.com. He is the best, the greatest pre-owned dealer in all of the United States of America. David SW. Hey guys, ArchieLuxury. Who do I recommend for watches in Brisbane and Sydney? Vintage Watch Co. That's correct. Vintage Watch Co. in Brisbane Arcade in Brisbane and the Strand Arcade in Sydney. Vintage Watch Co. Brisbane and Sydney. Ronnie, I've known him since the late 90s. Ronnie is a top bloke. Luke is a great guy. Vintage Watch Co. That is who I recommend in Australia. Check out Vintage Watch Co. and the guys' amazing range of watches. They also do service and repairs. Vintage Watch Co. That is where the Pontiff goes. You know, some of my Pateks came from Vintage Watch Co. That's right, guys. Vintage Watch Co.